10 seconds remaining.
And it's honestly not the worst Pango game if he gets off to a good start.
Oh, fuck.
Dyer's cooking.
Dude, the raises, man. The raises are just on tuple raise because of the movement speed reduction.
I mean, people forgot about it.
What's the point of it starting at 12% and then going up by 1% per level? Like, what kind of scaling is that?
Hey, I always voted to nerf this back, but you know, people stop picking SF, so it looks reasonable, but it's still pretty goddamn broken in these early waves. And another
completely agree with that. I mean, you want to talk about heroes that have armor. Centaur is a hero that does not have any armor. For whatever reason, this tanky, quote-unquote, tanky hero is one of the squishiest strength heroes, just straight up physical damage. But it looks like in lane, maybe they can get the kill onto In Your Dream. They boxed him in and should be able to finish him off with another round of the double edge. So a good little turnaround there from Polaris after a rough start.
I don't think you should die.
In the hoodwink, Jokum got a really good bushwhack, but In Your Dream is also pretty healthy, so it's going to be pretty tough for Boomy and Bocarino. Nice toss back. Oh, behind the SF. Managed to hit a two-man avalanche. Unfortunately, telekinesis kind of put In Your Dream out of position there. Meanwhile, they traded out in the bottom lane. Bocarino still going for this kill, though. Does hit the stomp, and In Your Dream.
Kashi bottom, too.
It might be able to. Much in pubs, but not that much in professional play.
Well, sometimes Valve puts items in the game that are designed to make your mates as mad as possible because they feel like that adds an enjoyable element to Dota. I mean, Dota is pretty much about griefing people as much as you can without being called out for it, right? So Meteor Hammer definitely fits that mold.
Game, and I wanted to take early towers because I had an AM, and we won. I took a ton of space. I just, like, by 15 minutes, we took all the tier 1s and a couple of tier 2s, and AM had the freest game with his life. Top lane, Mac. Gonna be rolled on here. Rolling Thunder once. Roll around, get the angle right, bounce it back again, and nice kill for Bocarino. It's going Midas and Hammer. Oh my god, the double grief.
But then does the double grief cancel itself out?
I don't think so, but toss back with the coil, snaps it. Pretty nice by Varys, and that's going to be a combo. They're going to have to worry about the entire game, but here's a nasty combo. It's just Pango straight up.
Missed.
Oh, he died! Marksmanship didn't jump to the orb in time, and that last shot was a marksmanship
Careful
shot.
there, son.
Man, that's a hard one to pronounce there.
Indeed, his marksmanship has been sunk.
Dyer's middle tower is
Can't get out. I mean, nice early draw rotation because he doesn't really have anywhere else to go, making the most of being around this mid and creating momentum for this Pangolier, which, as I said, I feel like Pango can have a very good game here.
This guy is just crazy good. So we'll see if his item build pays out.
I mean, it'll probably pay out if the game doesn't get super accelerated.
Oh, stolen coil put over to the puck. Mac now is going to be able to use the Stampede. Gets a little bit of extra damage there. Misses the swashbuckle, and the puck is able to jump away. Aries, okay. Raindrop is going to
the hammer here
for now. The hammer man is coming, but the swashbuckle away manages to dodge the doom. You know, he's still alive on a sliver of HP there, but managed to find a haste rune, so he may still come back and play a little bit more.
Having damage problems on AG here, and now Mac. He's got DD and Defusal up. You're really strong right now, but I don't think you can get anything off it. Pretty sad.
I feel like they used the guaranteed kill combo on the one hero that is not a guaranteed kill. You know? Like, if they found Mac with that, big kill. Like, worth using 2 ultimates for. Why would you enable Centaur as
just not prioritized? Because usually just better stuff. You need Link if you need to get the deep overgrowths, just the auras. But
it can sometimes lull you into a false sense of security, thinking you're invisible, but you're actually spotted by a sentry.
But you're actually tanky enough to survive.
Shift.
What ingratitude.
They're itemizing pretty greedily between the Shard and the Aether Lens, trying to get on Yahweh top, but he will away. At the same time, second smoke move going in. This was not read at all by AG, and they're going to get the big reward for it.
Yeah. They are. In Your Dream is going to fall. Now, there is DB on the other side of things here. Who does he want to use the Doom on? Surely it's got to be Mag, but he might not be able to catch it. Toss over to the side. He tosses the Doom on top, but a Stomp comes in from Bocarino. A beautiful play. Almost finished off Bari. Slips away on just a sliver of HP. But ultimately, I think they're good with this. Two-man coil, chill out. Ultimately, AG have just lost another fight.
Pipes just...
Orphan Greed.
It does not feel like the impact we've seen from DB in a lot of their other games where he was winning those early fights. He's just so slow and clunky.
Overgrowth on the Doom would be
the hammer turn.
The meteor hammer, no, DB, no, not like this. Oh dear. See, this is what meteor hammer does to you.
Rots your brain.
It really does. It's like aggressively take the map. Isn't it kind of fine for AG?
In a way.
It's more for fun.
It's just how much are you giving to this Pango and Drow? Because I think Pango and Drow are this game. They have
Max about to. Oh no, we missed the swashbuckle. Doesn't matter. Had another shield crash, no problem. He's level 15, so he went for that talent. Always had it up. Meanwhile, DB is gonna get run down. The last couple of shots. Ooh, overgrowth. Nicely timed by CML, just on the edge of the
here. He's also their only coil
Dire's
snap.
bottom tower is under attack.
Nonetheless, they're gonna try and take the fight, but this is just smoke on smoke, and you're not gonna like what you find.
Oh, avalanche before the stomp comes in from Bocarino. At the same time, Mac is going to start trying to go on the SF. Rolls up inside of the coil. Now the Drow's just set up for beautiful success. Mac keeps him stunned, and Akashi knocks him down. Pretty easy team fight through and through for Polaris, and only 2 survive. And up against a tough team like Army Geniuses, who have proven that like they are one of the best in C right now. They have some serious momentum behind them. Telekinesis. Aris is going to be tossed into the stomp there and easily wiped out by Mac. Two-man coil.
Well, they got the Doom on Pango.
And they do manage to get the Doom onto the Pango. And the BKB goes out from In Your Dream. But the Overgrowth really well timed. Controlled both of the BKBs. But they caught the Drow. The Drow, Stampede. Okay, she's got her own BKB. And will use the Stampede away. Stolen coil placed onto the SF. But AG, they want to pursue for more. They know they've got a moment of weakness here. They got to try and clean up as much as possible. Stolen phase shift will delay the inevitable for Boomy. He will fall. A 1 for 5.
Silence. Here I am.
Oh, wait. Oh, he did not respect CML nearly enough. Maybe, well, there you go. Back in the game.
1 minute. Going
off,
ready. Oh, they're all here.
All right. Hey, we're back into the game. All right. Reminder, where... Okay, never mind. Boku has already jumped on Varis.
Playing that for 20 minutes.
He really did. Toss back onto CML. That's going to be a quick kill. Jesus, In Your Dream destroyed him with a couple of crits. Nice bushwhack stolen by Boomy. Follow up with the telekinesis and the stomp. In Your Dream is just chain stunned to death, and that's going to be a double kill for Bocarino. So back into the game we go. And it's Polaris with a quick win and a team fight up 4. Unfortunately, it's a late Roshan. And I say unfortunately, I think that's unfortunate for Polaris.
Because they're going to be smoked on. And you have Shiva's done on DB. This is his timing where he has a useful item.
Stampede going to be used.
Jump on Pango.
Gets the puck and they blew him up. At the same time, they get the Pango out of the way. So even if he got doomed up, he's not going to be dying. Now the Overgrowth used on the In Your Dream. BKB from Akashi's. He's going to challenge In Your Dream. And this is a matchup that cannot go the SF's way. AG thought they found the initiation, but it all goes wrong. The attempted hammer got him. DB gets him. Doesn't do any damage, though. DB definitely thought it was going to do more than it did. And he's going to have to pop the BKB and run away.
I can't believe he didn't just TP out of there, but he might actually get a kill out of this.
They do. CML actually dies to the neutral creeps. Okay.
They're going to cancel. All right, he's just trying to create some space here on DB, but... tier 3. I thought they might have just committed there. What is this coil, man?
Coil snap, force staff to the wrong direction. Kashi's gonna be pushed back by the bushwhack. Mac, the toss back in, but Mac can only do so much to stop that one. Just pulled in too deep. A stolen Requiem from Boom. He actually does so much damage. Look at that AoE. They just destroyed the backline, and now they've managed to kill in your dream. BKB, no. He
one
turns
hit.
around. He's gonna be okay for a bit. A 4-step bow. Can he get there? Swashbuckle misses. Stampede. He'll run him over in the end. DB, last one left alive for AG, but now a buyback from the puck. So Polaris doing
him bash or on Pango, even if you get a good BKB off, it's not necessarily doing anything. It's not worked out in this game. And they are struggling.
Pango is definitely working out. Got another pick off. This time it's Jokum who's gonna fall. Akashi's gonna force DB. Maybe not force him to use the BKB, but at least kick him out of lane. Well, they're going to go for the kill.
Requiem still up.
Telekinesis stole back, and the Requiem goes, and it finishes off the SF, and even gets Varies in the process, too. They don't even need the Drow Ranger to kill this SF. Just good team play from Polaris is getting it every time.
He's at the team fight aura. You don't have the early BKB from SF because he died twice. This should be the game-ending Roche here if you're Polaris. I don't really see what stops this.
At the catch, Coil. Looks like Boomie stole the toss. It's actually, oh, I thought he was going to be able to get away. That would have been sick, but DB is traded out for that one. Yoe's on the run here. Slowed down immediately by Mac. Can't get a bash. Self-fuels, but they're straight into the roll. No, we phase shifted it. Try and catch him on the way back. Blinks directly on top of him. Great read by Mac. And Polaris quick to follow it up, too.
The more and more I watch this Pango, I'm convinced the first fate. This hero just, it's absolutely insane. Unless you really make his game miserable.
And poor old Jokum pushes himself into the trees. Gonna try and scurry on out of here. Mac is gonna pursue as fast as possible. Meanwhile, they do have the Doom on out, but Overgrowth is going to hold him in place for a little while, and now that the BKB is gone, Drow Ranger will make short work.
I respect DB still trying to make space in this game, because I feel like he knows they can't win the file damage. Trinian armor on top of it, just extra value. At this point, there's too much HP in the bank for Polaris. I mean, there's 4,700 HP on this Centaur. Its finished Strength Blink has a Cloak of Flames. You're gonna need to right click
They
for a
have
while.
to get this kill. They smoked us to try and kill Mac, and they do manage to get him. So that is a pretty hefty kill streak they got for themselves. In Your Dream and Bulk are actually right on top of each other in Viz. In Your Dream pops out first. Bulk sees the opportunity to be able to catch him, and geez, that damage is intense.
There was a carry there.
Forward, finds Jokum as well. He's going to be burst down by the multi-shot.
This is where Centaur becomes scary, when he's dealing damage on top of being tanky. Here's getting two-shot here. This is disgusting.
GG.
Polaris Esports victory!
Lane against Nature's Prophet, 19-1. So DB is kind of crushing it in the CS department.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yep, just dead like that. DB, what happened there? They get the toss back. Yeah, I guess a big part is the fact that Slark is not really a bottle hero, and Ember Spirit can take full advantage of both the water and power runes. So yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Varies trying to set up for the kill onto Boom. He does enough damage that In Your Dream might be able to finish him off, and he does. It's the final little swipe in there to secure a second kill for AG in this laning.
Play with the Pugnus tempo as opposed to do your hammer. No, I don't think their lineup is crazy fast, so the lanes are not. I wouldn't be too concerned about early lane deaths for Polaris. I just
got
get
him
to the
again.
levels.
Once again,
That's
the toss
concerning.
back at attempted TP attempt. Ooh, close. Jokum almost got the toss back on CML there for DB with the drain. The repositioning combined with that, Yoey just ahead of the pounce there. Is going to be caught inside the kinetic fields and out of remnants. Bavari's is coming in on the other side. Boomy's just going to get overwhelmed by that damage. The Rocket will be able to finish the job, or the Slight will, and it switched over to Mac as a result. So Mac
Play in this matchup, it is just Well, see you guys later, unless you're tanking up for a beat.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Commits the rage, but still has the infest to be able to get out. And will be just fine. They kill the creep, but I think he's far enough away. He should be good. Mid lane, getting aggressive here. Surrounded. Female is going to die to UA and Jokum. So UA is back in business at this point in time.
I think Diffusal's the fastest, but even then, you remember that game we watched Nisha play mid-Slark, and he went Diffusal first? He got slowed down a little, and then by the time it came out, it was just like, I can't get any kills, you know?
Yeah. I also think it's a pretty damn good Mage Slayer game, so I could understand why you would want the early Echo Saber first.
Yeah. Maybe the upside here is he has 2 cores that have some utility between the Furion Roots and the Brewmaster, who's 5 or 6 slotted carries, and it's Furion and Slark versus Lifestealer. I'd probably take either one of them.
Slight chains, immediate static storm in return is going to be able to catch the Pugna, so a trade out that is going to be pretty damn good. In fact, in your dream, almost put himself in a nasty position there. Did have the infest to be able to get out and reset. The rest of AG are chased away, but nobody should be caught. Made a boo-boo, but Jokum will fix it for him. With a Slark, it's gotta feel so good. Just watching him like kind of push the lane in and walk forward boldly into the enemy jungle. Because Slark is one of the few heroes that can do that. Top lane, gonna be able to catch the Tiny here. Good pick off by Boomy. AG, you know, when they split up in these individual lanes like this, they gotta be really careful. There is a lot of pick-off potential on the side of Polaris between natural, you know, having Slark, but
Find something in this jungle, but it's only going to be clock. Or they don't want the clock, they want the disruptor.
Either way, it's support. Not actually getting a core kill out of this one.
In fact, DB's just dying because of battery here.
Yeah, he's got a 4-step, but the hook shot follows him on the mark. Oh no, the battery assault just ran out. Now, looks like DB is still maybe going to die to the Slark. Yeah, he ends up dying to the Nature's Prophet ultimate at the end of the day, and the Tiny is caught by the Brewmaster ultimate. Avalanche is trying to create a little bit of time, but he is definitely dead. So play.
Now this Furion is getting to that mid game where he's going to have BKB very fast and he'll slow him down. He is not getting slowed down. Wisely backs off here.
The two key members battling against each other, Gyrocopter and Clockwork, but a little unfair. Ends up being a 1 versus.
Middle tower is under attack.
Has a lot of levels this game. He hasn't died. He's 2-0. He's level 12. He has full fight. They're going to be able to collapse here on these towers and be really confident about these fights. Like now, if you bring everybody here for AG, you're just fighting a level 2 Brult with a pipe. Good luck. That's tough.
Yeah, Boom's got some different ideas. Yeah.
Go for my master.
Do you think Radiance makes the Lifestealer, like now that the Radiance is a bit of buffed up item, all these other heroes are building it. Ooh. Shot into Cogs, didn't actually go for the Cogs pushback. UA does have enough mana to be able to get away. In fact, he's got In Your Dreams is going to be joining him here.
They're just baiting.
Gonna get a little bit low. The Infest is going to be able to bail him out just at the right time. Pops out, now In Your Dream starts going to work. In from behind, DB blows up CML, and Akashi has to use the BKB to teleport back home. So 2 supports die, and AG on full charging. Yeah, they got him. Nice avalanche toss back. Beautiful read there from Jokum. Perfect timing to make sure the Brewmaster could not escape.
That was the Gyro Shard fight, so instantly getting a lot of value out of this. Just disconnected from Polaris, too. Boomy's dewarding their high ground on the other side.
Tower is under attack.
Overextended, and now Mac dies too.
And
it's off.
Once again, Jokum just on point with these tossbacks, man. He was a big factor in being able to win that. Once again, the avalanche initiation. Now he's going to be caught in a static storm. couldn't really set up his team for a good fight. So perhaps a little bit of an overextension, but they do manage to get the glimpse back here. Gonna go for the kill onto DB, and they've got him with the Brew ultimate. UA actually jumped into the Remnant and did manage to get the kill on the Disruptor, but he's gonna be caught by the Brew ultimate. Does he doesn't have any more Remnants. He's caught by the Pounce, and he's dead. Polaris now have an opportunity to check out the initiation. Just ends up being a bit of a feed. Brings a couple heroes low, but CML hook shot. Oh,
Radiant's top tower.
get him some distance. Tree's gonna be thrown at him, and a Slight is gonna be able to finish him off. Mac now playing in the middle of this mess. That's the Pounce right back where he came from.
You gotta respect that burst that can come out. Also, you don't have to take these going with the Radiance, with Pugna and the ball. That's where they're happy. So, if you're players, you don't really have to force those, especially if you don't have Brew ult up. Which is on cooldown there, but Hawk is...
Endless grasses.
That was something, all right. AG used to...
5 minion and not getting anything out of it while they set up on you. We'll have to keep in mind this Aegis. Trying to carry the word. Ult's back up.
Yeah, with the Brew ultimate, once again, they feel confident about taking these fights. Mac wants to hold on to the Aegis, so he actually pounces away from In Your Dream. He does a hefty amount of damage, and he's clearing through these Brewlings. Bocarino's got to be careful with that one. Hook shot, Cogs push back, decent amount of Chain Stun. Now with the Sprout, now with the Static Storm. That is beautiful. That amount of heal from DB is going to do little to nothing to be able to stall that life out. Finally, the Aegis falls, but DB stuck in a nasty situation, drops the ward, and the Cogs push back just in time. Fortunately, the Gyrocopter will manage to get away just before the vision is granted from... So you just are constantly losing map control from creeps pushing into you, and you don't retain map control from wards, because the Slark is constantly dewarding him. Good catch, though. Smoke rotation finds the carry. Akashi falls. The unstoppable streak fed away. That is almost 1,200 gold given away for that one, and they're also going to be able to get Boomy off of this one, as the Rocket's going to chase him down. Away. Another Slight, or just the very slow burn down will get him.
That was a ward timing.
Necessarily work for AG, but they could go for CML.
Just doesn't see anything.
Start backing away. Ooh. Pounce almost got him. They do manage to get the glimpse back. Tosses over. The Lifestealer is on top of Boomy, but he already got the rage off, and he gets a bash to be able to finish him off as well. Jokum is going to be able to force staff himself a decent distance away and reset. Yoei just goes back for the attempted kill on Yoei, but he's almost dead. Has to jump over to his Remnant. Barely makes it out alive. Max starts retreating. Akashi still has his BKB to work with, though, so he's down to continue this fight, but not against the Lifestealer. Eventually, this Lifestealer is going to get a bash, and now Akashi no longer has that BKB, and now he is dead.
Very nice kiting in this fight from AG. They missed the...
Is going to be a little bit surrounded. Mac knows it, though. Oh! Got the TP out. Got canceled. Now let's see if he can run his way out of here. He has a rocket on him. That's going to make things rough. BKB activated. He has his ultimate as well. But he's got to get out of sight. He's got to be able to juke them, and it's daytime as well. That's going to make things so much harder. He's out of Pounce charges. Another 2 seconds, still another one. A Static Storm to try and help him, but it's not going to be enough. Mac, but the bashes. Okay. Did have a window to get it off there. And it looks like CML's going to be caught as well. Glimmer Cave trying to get away. They have a sentry to spot him. Max gotten over. Oh, the hook shot. There was no creeps there. Mac had already
trying to hook
that
the Slark,
camp, I think. Did he?
Yeah, he was trying to hook the Slark. Max just too slippery.
Oh, and now Boke's still going to be caught. Look at that evasion. He missed like 4 hits in a row or something because he had the storm. Is it the green one or the blue one that gives you?
Blue. What's the other 15? Sight. It's still the Cinder Brew. Huh. Okay. Interesting. One because we don't brew at all. Nope. Plays the hero because pretty bad in pubs, but gonna get caught again here. Man, the AGKB on DB. It's come together. The Exodia has been built. Now it's hitting your base.
Don't know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh! To know what stops Exodia, but Polaris are going to try and put something together here. Static Storm catches the Tiny, and another throw the Lifestealer up in the air. That's pretty nice.
Aegis is still there for 20, so you don't want to kill him yet.
They just gotta cut him out as much as possible. Matt goes in deep, looking for the backline hero. Spots the gyrocopter. Not sure if he wants to go for that. Yoe popping his BKB, trying to finish off the disruptor. Not quite
down to combo up and just take a big core down. And I think if they manage to kill a big core, then the fight gets broken a lot. They have to get that first one. Even to be tough. Just look at the utility out here, man. It's hard to hit people.
Mac is trying real hard to be able to get this pick. This gyrocopter has been super annoying. Force Step actually gets him down to the low ground, and Varis is still alive thanks to Glimmer. They do manage to kill DB though, so Boke and CML do a good job of that, but double chains, that is going to be rough. I don't think they have a way out of this one. Cogs just locks them in together. No, Bocarino can't go anywhere. It's like, why'd you do this to me?
Brother, why?
Necessarily be the easiest Roshan take for AG, is they're always having to keep one eye looking behind them, checking out that tier 3 bottom, also making sure they don't get caught as DB has. BKB just goes off a bit too late as he got hooked during the glimpse, and they manage to finish him off before the TP completes. At the same time, Static Storm goes out. BKB already activated from Yoe. He's going to be able to jump away to his remnant. Looks like both supports are going to die through this, but Mac is going to continue his attack straight onto Yoakum. Does manage to follow that up with a secondary pounce to be able to finish him up, but a big stun comes out and gives Yoakum an opportunity to be able to reset. Nullifier onto Yoe, but remnant, oh no, now Akashi gets caught. Looks like, oh, they didn't have any detection. Oh no, he trapped himself in with the Life Stealer. No, Akashi, not the Sprout he wanted. Mac does manage to finally finish up that support kill he was looking for. Goes for a desperate TP out. He's denied by that. Yoe's just a monster sticking on these heroes and not. You said he probably won't get it this game.
That would have been another tool for sure, though. I mean, look at Yahweh.
Wants the dieback. Well, Booby, I guess he won't have a buyback, not a dieback. Only
that's one way to kill a hero.
Yoe throws everything he has, really putting the pain on in your dream there for a second. Got a couple of bashes in and kept up the threat in your dream, and the rest of AG actually had to reset. Despite nobody dying, they'll have to back away from the Dire base. And whenever you do that against a disruptor, probably means you're giving up a kill somewhere because of glimpse.
You're giving up. Furion can come back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe that's also a turning point here. An MKB done for Mac. These are huge items finished for Polaris. They use them though.
Once again, the Sprout kind of awkward. Mac does have his ultimate though. Infest to get him out of the Sprout. Goes back in. Boom, he targeted once again Yoe. He had the double damage and he knows his target every single time. He's going to go for the disruptor first.
Rolled in 3.
Through 2, 1. Oh, gets bashed. An opportune time. Missile blade tossed up in the air and denied. He is not going to be able to get off that ultimate. Mac just has to rush on out of here, but now no BKB, no ultimate. One more pounce charge, but that's only going to take you so far, especially against Yoe. And a scythe, actually. DB catches him, toss over. Mac, another pounce up in a second. It's just not going to be good enough. The Slark gets caught. No buyback there. And Army
ate them all.
What?
Akashi, right?
Oh, Akashi was not paying attention at all to his hero. That is rough. Uses his BKB, which makes his death that much worse. He wasn't looking at his heroes. I think he was looking at bottom lane where CML was hoping to make a go on Varis, but because he was looking at that, DV just found a free initiation and old Yoke.
You get this Radiance and Halberd pretty early, and it allows you to take early fights versus these carries where they don't have the ability to itemize back at that point in the game. They got a lot of value out of it.
Chop, chop, chop. Oh, poke.
That was ag static
play, but he really got his rage out, and that does nothing. An ag static storm that really did not catch the mark they wanted to, I guess. Akashi gets tossed back into his death. Mac is going to come back into play soon, but most of his team is dead, and all of his buildings are gone. GG is going to be called by Polaris. We are going to a game 3.
Radiant victory.
Me what you mean by like they don't have very much to actually catch the artwork.
Because you have to run through all the garbage to get to the trash bin, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, okay.
And I think for 4 melee heroes that are trying to gap close me, sure you can buy the items that let you be a gap closer, as in your team gets first blood, and they start really pretty good versus hero. like Juggernaut used to be good because Jug has spell immunity, he builds the blink, and he has the healing ward. So you can kind of just like run through areas, tank it, and still keep your team in the fight. But they're missing some of the sustain as well. I do feel like it's a
Really
good
good play here between Army Geniuses in this bottom lane. They're going to be able to get that kill. DB actually popping the stick and charging forward at Akashi. Earlier, Yokum should have died, but DB actually saved him. Now Yokum will finally die. He gets the toss back. That's going to be a close call, though, because DB doesn't have that much health either. Goes for the finishing blow and does manage to get it.
Trust me, I've played versus Arteezy's Arc Warden enough to know the pain this hero can inflict.
He is kind of a specialist at that hero. Toss back once again on Akashi, but Yokum's probably going to die for this. The question is whether or not DB can finish the job onto Akashi. Beautiful bubble, though. Where he positions himself right up against the corner, but DB still had the scorched earth, and CML is going to chase after him. Eats the cream. Okay. Well, he gets a devour off before he dies. That's a small bit of efficiency. CML gets the double kill. Fires gets a little bit low over here.
In fact, Yahweh is just jungling trying to get the 6, but Mac has his first. Might just Exo mid. He still has a catapult, too.
Oh, yeah. And are the supports going to be pulled in? CML is going to get bursted down in this bottom lane. Yokum should be able to get it out, no problem.
This is all just annoying. I'm too sad about that, and the net worth differential he created is something that Polaris can just play around for the rest of this game.
DB owned for the time being, but Yokum's going to come in soon. Repositioning DB, trying to get him off of Akashi. They're going to go for the quick burst. DB getting low, but they can get a lot of damage in the small window of time, and they do manage to trade out the cores once again.
Gives him the tomato aura as well.
True.
Even in death.
In your dream, one last slight, and that is going to be good enough, even through the Fade Bolt, and now they get some decent damage onto Bocarino.
That's also going to be rough here, because negative GPM Crystal Maiden is a special hero, you know? And by that, I mean, I hate that.
Early level 6 on DB, and he just straight up goes for the Doom onto the Arc Warden. The TP's coming back in. CML, they throw it. Okay, never mind. Scorched Earth is going to be enough to get that kill. Pass range is terrible.
If he still maxes it, I think it's okay. Like the bonus damage from level 2 sidekick is significant upgrade over level 1. It could just be a value point thing.
Sure. Okay. I get
it. The lane did not do him any favors. And this lane is still getting punished. It's just a feeding frenzy.
Try again. This time with a level 6. CML does manage to catch Yoe, but the bolt's going to be able to come in, hits the two of them, and it looks like they're going to get bursted. CML dies first. Looks like they also go for a kill in top lane. Bocarino hiding in the trees and getting away from In Your Dream ever so barely. Almost traded his life for a support. That would have been terrible.
A lot of support that's early on in this lane phase. It's going to boost levels up for a lot of these heroes.
On Bocarino, Kunkka is a Broodmother answer, but unfortunately this rotation does not connect.
That's time and net worth, and Yokum going down to Boomy, who's now 6.5 with a stolen level 3 Ava. I don't think I've seen so many highlights in this variant versus Arc Warden. This just does not sound good to me. I don't think it's going to pay off.
Okay, they got the X onto Bocarino. Oh, going to be pulled back into the boat, and with just one more disable, should be pretty easy. The dispose is an attempt by CML, but it just results in 4 kills for Army Geniuses as they clean house in the top lane.
I just think it's bad, you know?
Yeah, understandable. Marius is holding his breath right now because as soon as he's spotted by one of these fighters, he's dead. Or maybe he could actually help his team here as the Avalanche, the stolen Avalanche, once again from Boomy, doing a lot of work, but now he's going to be caught by the OG. The original Avalanche gets the kill. Mago is the big, baddest hero in the game right now, and he's going to be running down 1 kill on Crystal Maiden, maybe a second one. They're going to turn around and do some damage to Max, see if they can pull him back into the boat, but man, this Ursa cannot do nearly enough, not with double Spirit Siphons running, and now Yoe's going to be pulled back into his Doom as well. Mac attack comes back again and gets the triple kill. The inferior matchup both ways, right? He had Ember Spirit versus Slark, which is not great. In Your Dream,
Tango versus
Ooh, three-man avalanche. That's going to help out in your dream quite a bit. And in fact, the freezing field. Oh, we can stop it. The telekinesis stolen by Boomy as well. Turns it back around. DB is here, and he's going to try and doom out. He does manage to get out barely before the silence, but ultimately, what does it matter? You use the doom, but you can't get a kill with it.
Prophet gets the extra help, she's just going to run you down for that. So it's like, you don't have the damage for this hero. It's not a question of playing it better. You just, no amount of Tidebringers change Spirit Siphon on your tanky dude.
Yeah, and no amount of Torrents is going to save you from the 4-hero gank coming from Polaris. Polaris now up 3,000 net worth. 12.
Can't really pressure him. Can't find him on the map. He's just going to have a free farm game here with double Midas and double Maelstrom going. That is scary if you are this Ursa trying to get to a third item BKB and you want the Roshans. I feel like getting your bots up, that's an instant double coming your way. Yoakum getting jumped in the river.
Another exorcism going to be used here to claim at least one life right outside the Roshan pit. And just like you're saying, Polaris will make it happen.
They're pretty chilling right now. Big Mac, big chilling, you know?
Yep. UA caught again. And he has a BKB, won't even be able to put it to use. Got caught too quickly by CML and that ounce of the rebound. Hey, the rest
go on the blue that easily either. This is a very strong push lineup when they group up. Down the real arc mid.
Okay, that's an opportunity here. Let's see if they can get a good freezing field off.
Just
no, he's there to be able to stop it. The Stolen Avalanche, he tossed it over Aries to make sure there's no interference from the Crystal Maiden. Well, they finish up Yoakum, and now Aries is also going to die. Slowed down by the Arc Warden. His cores running back. I mean, they at least created enough time for DB to get kills. Maybe because DB needs to farm so much.
Well, maybe they'll have a chance here.
Yeah, this is a big kill. They're going to go for the Rubik first. DB jumped forward to see if he can find a little bit more than just a support kill, and almost got it too. Bocarino actually got caught by In Your Dreams, so AG, not bad at all. Even if DB didn't find his extra hero, In Your Dream did.
It's a good smoke. Polaris kind of knew it was coming the way they're positioned, but still get caught out there. That's as much as you're going to get it during this time period. Yeah, that's a pretty good kill too. There's someone you can do.
Yeah.
Careful.
Good try, CML. Good try.
We strong fight. J Cage.
A little bit of back and forth between DB and CML. Meanwhile,
there's
real back and forth is Mac, who just goes forward. No back whatsoever. Pops the exorcism, runs over the Tiny. Yoe. Okay, good torrent at least. He's actually, whoa, do you even want that though? He pulls him over to the low ground where In Your Dream goes to strike with his BKB and will be able to finish him off. Mac maybe win.
Very pivotal here. He's a ways off Basher, but he's having a pretty damn good game farm-wise, despite losing the early Roshan.
Well, jumping forward, CMO will help finish it off. It's a small little pickoff. Of course, Yoakum can respond in kind to get a toss back with the pushback there. Yoe using the tidal wave very nicely, so they get both the supports off of that one. That's gross.
It's very powerful. That said, Bach has not been, he hasn't been sending these spiders all over like we see some broods do. And it's not too much so far. They're going to find the toss back.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Ursa in deep here. In Your Dreams, going to have to use the BKB to try and get out. Still being chased by Mac. DB wants to turn around. They've got the Doom on her and pulling it away with the tidal wave. That's kind of awkward. In Your Dreams going to deal with the Marcy first, and it looks like DB can handle the Death Prophet. She's already dead. Once again, the tidal wave. Yoe doing so much with so little. The man with the smallest net worth is having the biggest impact with this big old tidal wave.
He's destroying them. Arcane Rune definitely helps there, but that's just a high ground ward fight based off a toss back. Jump on your cores and man fight, I'm sure. That's where Ursa thrives. And Yahweh's low network, it doesn't matter. He can just provide the utility. Now he's catching up.
Oh, he absolutely is. And now AG, a bit more confidence when it comes to taking fights. Nice recast Yule Scepter. That was beautiful. Boomy with a really great reaction there completely spoils In Your Dream's initiation, and now they're going to be able to chase. Catch the 2 supports. AG are going to lose 2.
I know I hate on this item, but in this type of game, if you're going ultra late and it pays off, sure. I still just think, in theory, you have an exploitable window in that mid-game where you don't have an aura, you don't have the blink.
Oh, the Torrent spotted him. Ocarino's going to be pulled back by the X, but it looks like In Your Dream wants a different target in mind. He's going to go straight for CML, trying to finish him off, but he does manage to get it. Meanwhile, the Doom committed, and they finish off the Death Prophet. Mac is slowed down. Ocarino still getting caught after being saved by CML. Oh, it just gets worse and worse for Polaris in this point.
You're not winning a fight if you don't get these siphons off, or at least take down one of these.
Or not.
Yeah, vision from the creep wave.
They're going to be able to catch him. Telekinesis Avalanche is going to be a nice combo with CML, chain stun, and he's dead. BB is gone.
Must be frontlining for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Slip by.
Your admiral
Still, the AG are going to read this as your Exo's running out. And I think that's enough for In Your Dream to want to take the fight.
Runs to the Broodmother. Broodmother with no web out.
Expected.
Yeah, that's a free kill. In fact, they're going to get the catch to the toss over on the side. They're going to be able to get the Rubik as well. Actually, maybe the tidal wave was not the best. Ocarino has a chance. Small window. Gets into the trees, but the axe catches him right on the edge of the forest. Sweet Freedom was just a step away, but ultimately denied. Army Geniuses will get the extra pick off. BKB, it may not matter if she's doomed.
100%. And honestly, then that's why it goes back to, I feel like Akashi has to set up the fight for his team at this point. He has to be leading with the Hex like we see here. This is going to make it easy.
I mean, they're keeping them to run around and get much more farm than they were before.
And he bought out String Plate. So that pickoff is no buyback on this Doom. You just got
it went in, but he got psyched immediately. The X's has been doing a bit of damage. An opportunity. Mac gets off the BKB and actually pulled out of position by CML. He says, save your own life. I will give up mine to ensure you get out of here. That Ursa is dangerous, and he pops the BKB to ensure he gets the kill on CML. The BKB on cooldown, though, it seems like Polaris are okay with continuing this fight. The X pull back on Pocarino. Pocarino, what are you doing there? Oh, no! And not afford a misstep like that one. Got X'd inside the base when he stepped over the wall line, and then tidal wave cross, all these repositioning abilities. You gotta respect that if you act, because he's pretty much just got Halberd at a pipe. He's the lowest net worth of all the cores right now.
He's definitely struggling at this point in the game. That's why it puts even more pressure on this Arc one to find the hexes, because you don't have the Brood Hex. Disables on your carry as well. There's going to be a lot of weight for Akashi to carry in this fight.
Oh, got him in the end. The Avalanche does stop Boomy from being able to TP out. I'm sure Valve likes you more.
I'll just tell him it was me originally anyway.
Lightning on 3. Oh, got him again. Boy. Yokum has got some long arms, and he just doesn't miss. CML's going to give up his life to get Pocarino out of there once again. Now they're going to go back in with the Gleipnir, baby. Or maybe pulled back in by the tidal wave. They do have the Exorcism out, so AG does want to reset and get out of here, but the Gleipnirs are holding him in place time and time again. Another attempt at a toss. Nope, Yokum can't quite latch it. A tidal wave almost gets him over the cliff there. But who really wants to take this fight? AG's running away half the time, and now they're going to turn back in. In your dream sees the opportunity to kill CML and almost deals with the double again. Pocarino is too far forward. He gets caught on the XDB, thinking about Doom. He doesn't need to use it on the Broodmother, because the Broodmother should be dead. Tidal Wade's back into play again. The Heaven's Halper doing some work. Toss and X. Same time, so pull back over. That's not what you wanted. Was that a Boomy Hex? No, I don't know what that was, but it looks like Boomy's now going to be the one gone on by In Your Dream. He doesn't have the BKB, but he does have the Enrage to be able to clear this out. Mac is fighting for his life right now and trying to finish up this Kunkka. The toss over to the side, a little bit more. Yoe gets out ever so barely. The Spark Ray chasing after him as he chases. Yoe, oh no, he didn't keep feet away, but it wasn't good enough. Now Mac is in some trouble, but the Scythe is going to be able to control Ursa. Ursa kited once, Lightning on the other 2 to make sure that Mac can get away. The Arc Warden play is getting to kick in. Aged 18 hits, just like that. They see Roshan's up. Of course, they want to be able to maybe find a pick beforehand. They got a successful scan. See if they go for the jump here.
Vision.
See what they get out of this. Manage to get a two-man avalanche. Now Mac gets off the BKB, but he is going to be jumped on by the Ursa. The Yule Scepter goes down. Now a Doom actually used onto everything. Thrown at Mac, and they get the tidal wave to be able to push him back in. The Arc Warden trying to save him with the bubble, but it's just not going to be good enough. Too many heroes, just overwhelming. They actually did have a stolen Doom on the Ursa.
DP buyback. They still have Exo here.
They're going to try for it. Tidal Wave trying to push him away, allowing AG to be able to reset. The Spark Rays chasing after them. And Dark
Really want this Ursa.
double caught something. Nice toss away from Yoakum. Once again, saving his core's lives time and time again. They're just trying to wait out the exorcism. Max going to dare the high ground. This is going to be a dangerous push. Is he going to be okay here? In your dream, controlled up, unable to target the Death Prophet. Force staff over to the side. Do they have the vision? Another toss away. Oh, time and time again. AG are just saving their cores over and over. Yoe is going to die. But ultimately, the important hero, the most important hero in this game, perhaps AG's In Your Dream, gets out. Here they
Huge amount of
come.
net worth here.
Level 25 Doom is on its way. He's got his ultimate off cooldown. They're not going to be able to get there in time, but they might still take the fight. They go up to the high ground. They find the real Arc Warden. They're going to be able to burn him down nice and quick. Real one down with no buyback too. Mac, who took the Aegis as well as the rest of the tools, needs to get out of here. Oh, and Bocarito got stopped by the Yule Scepter too. So they get a good amount out of that. They may have given up Roshan, but it may have been worth the trade-off with Arc Warden dead for 80 seconds.
God. At the same time, you kind of have to find the jumps with the Hex. It's a very double-edged sword here. And you can't get tossed back. If you get tossed back to one of these heroes, that fight is just impossible because the Ursa's just going to go to town.
Yule Scepter on the X. Doesn't last long enough, and they get a toss back onto Mac. Mac pulled back by the tidal wave as well, and they've already killed the Rubik. A very good start, but they're still going to try and chase out AG Noah too. They're going to try and reset as much as possible. They just get these kills, and they get Book of the Trash put on Arc Warden. Now that becomes a real item.
You just rat.
Yeah, you just rat all day long.
He's doing some damage to Yahweh here. They're caught in some roots.
Forcing him out, forcing him back. Catching Yoakum as well. A little bit of damage. He goes for the pushback on the tidal wave. It doesn't work this time around. The BKB goes out from Mac. Kashi actually tossed in by CML. They're going to go for as much damage on these backlines as possible, but look at the Doom. It's caught the Death Prophet right in the middle of all this when they didn't have enough damage to finish off those low health heroes. DB, Yule Scepter to be able to reset a little bit there.
Well, they're still going to try and take this fight with the Death Prophet by, and all the BKBs are down, including Doom. Roshan spawned as well. Not a bad window to try and hit it here if you're Polaris.
And Tempest double immediately dies.
Well, they're on bots too on him.
Okay.
No BK.
They get changed on him. I'm not sure if they have enough, though. DB is going to be able to respond back. He doesn't have the Doom quite yet. The Tempest double. Now the second one is going to come out, and he's just going to be able to control up the Doom. He actually used the Doom on the Rubik. DB still up. BKB is trying to get away now. Akashi really needs to finish him off, and they finally get it, but now he needs to get out. Get out. Oh, no. The buyback and the clip DB in on the creeps. DB with a counter. He says, you can kill me once, but you can't have a chance in hell.
Here, if you're AG, you just take it to the throne. Refresher for this Doom as well. Satan knows no cooldowns. He does not care.
No, he doesn't. But pushing into Arc Warden is always so difficult. DB is a good target if they can get it. You can look Yohei and Yoakum just diving in, trying to find that Arc Warden. If they kill the Arc Warden, the game is done. Instead, they're going to kill CML. No, saved barely by a long-range rebound there.
Out of that.
They got nothing, and they're pushed away. And they have to TP away. They're done. And have a late game Marcy.
I don't think CML's turning into anything except a tombstone in this game. He is struggling. 16 deaths with triple bracer.
Oh, there he goes.
Condolences, brother.
Bye-bye.
There's your fourth core. And he has no buy. So 4v5 here for AG.
Yeah.
You just play for another tossback. And they're looking for anything they can get.
Trying to stop Yoe, but he wants to go on the suicide mission to bring back resources for the clan.
Well, In Your Dream is on the real arc.
No! The
my.
real Akashi caught and killed. That's a dieback, and that is just straight up the game.
He just blind blinked. He knew.
Yeah, kinda.
Fact check this man. You know,
That's
the way
not normally
would have ended.
Oh, look at the supports. Oh, just the ultimate tossback tidal wave play once again. The AoE Doom is going to make sure the Death Prophet dies, and bye-bye. That is it. Polaris